So I got a question recently from one of my male clients, and he was wondering, look, V, I like this woman and she is very
Uh-huh.
masculine in her nature, right? She's a single mom, she grinding, but he legit likes that type of woman. I ain't mad at him because I'm that type of woman, right? He's like, but how can I make her feel more feminine? I will say it is a different dynamic when we are older and we are grinding, y'all. We have raised kids. We have done things that is not the same as somebody who's 18, 19, 20, who's just coming into their feminine or masculine being. But somebody who's habitually been doing it for a very long time, such as myself, I'm almost 50 years old, grandmother to two. I've raised three sons, and I could tell you, if someone comes to me, which this has happened, say, hey, V, why are you so masculine? I just want the softer side of you. And it's not that easy for a woman like me, and I know a whole lot of women out here as well, to try to find that softer side. So I legit understand his question when he says, look, I like this woman, but I really don't know how to make her feel more feminine. What can I do? Or women, you can send this video to the men who's trying to date you and they don't have a clue how to find the key to your heart. Y'all send this video to him and help him, please. Give him the map. If this is the first time to my channel, y'all welcome. I am VEE Mindful. I'm a relationship coach and a published author. I am releasing my third book in a few weeks. I'm super, super duper excited about that. That book is going to be called Catch, Flight, and Feelings, because I thoroughly believe if you really want to get to know somebody, y'all, take a trip with them. You are a woman who is watching this video trying to understand the dynamics of masculine and feminine energy and how a man can make you feel more feminine. Y'all, I got a book called Ladies Leave Your Dick at Home. That is a book/journal, and that's going to help you finally learn how to attract the love you've been wanting to attract as a masculine woman. These tips that I share will allow a woman to finally be in her feminine essence. And if you're interested in learning more about that, I encourage you to watch my other videos, please. Now onto these tips, y'all. The biggest thing I could tell men to allow a woman to be more in her feminine essence, because men, let me tell you, it's really just about you making her feel more safe. And I'm not talking about you walk down a dark alley and you got a gun and all this other stuff and you can protect her, karate and whatever. I'm not talking about that kind of safe. I'm talking emotionally safe as well. I'm not, yes, physically safe is great, but I'm talking about emotionally safe, that vulnerability type safe. So one thing that you can do off the bat, y'all, is allow her to honor her boundaries. Women, I know I tell you all the time, set your boundaries, define them right, and honor them. That's the most important thing. Boundaries are protection. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you energy. But first and foremost, you have to honor your own boundaries, right? So men, if she has boundaries, which she better have some, right? Help her honor those. Don't be trying to talk her out of her boundaries. Don't convince her to ignore her boundaries. That is not making her feel safe. You're actually doing the complete opposite. The boundaries are there to keep her safe. You tell her to ignore her boundaries. Aren't you doing the opposite? If you're saying, girl, that ain't nothing. No, you don't need to do that. You honor her boundaries. You show her that you actually give a damn about her setting her boundaries, because I'm telling you, you're going to want a woman who has some boundaries. You don't want a woman that lets any and everybody do whatever to her. You want a woman that has boundaries. So then if that's the case, then honor her boundaries, okay? Honor her boundaries and make sure that she honors them too. Another tip that I have is, if you are blessed enough for a woman to share with you her goals, her ambitions, and her dreams, whatever that is, do not shit on her goals. Give her the space to allow her to be able to come to you. Create that safe space so she can open up. I'm going to tell you right now, it's hard for masculine women such as myself who want to be more feminine. It's hard for us to open up. If you create that safe space that allows her to open up, that is a huge step for her. So if she's sharing you her goals, dreams, and aspirations, y'all, don't shit on them and say, well, you can't do it. You're not going to accomplish it. Trust and believe she will not tell you anything again. That's not creating a safe space for her to just be. Don't you just want her to be and allow her to feel and be in her feminine essence, right? That's what being a feminine woman is. You have to create a safe environment that will allow her to open up. I promise you, a lot of women, such as myself, it's very hard for us to open up. And so when we start to give a little bit and we open up a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, don't close the door by telling us that our dreams, our hopes, and our goals it's BS. I'm not saying you got, if she says she want to run over all the rainbows in the world, and you supposed to be like, girl, you can do that. I'm not saying just be on cloud nine with her, but don't tell her that things are stupid, things are dumb. I don't even know why you're dreaming that. That's not going to help her in any form or fashion at all. Another way, men, that you can let your woman feel more feminine or allow her to be in her feminine essence, y'all, try to listen a little bit to her. Pay attention. We love it when a man pays attention. Y'all, and I'm not saying allow the woman to do all the talking. Women, please don't do all the talking. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is, dang, ask her some questions, listen to her, and then say, I remember that time when you told me, oh my gosh, he was listening. That allows us to open up more because we know that you're paying attention. If we feel like you're not paying attention or you don't care about us and you're not listening to us, why would I even want to say anything to you? Why would I want to share anything with you? You're not creating the environment for me to open up. But if you lead with everything about you and nothing about her, you're not creating an environment for her to be giving, loving, supportive, nurturing, all the powerful things that a woman can bring to a relationship. You're not creating the environment for her to do so. Another thing a man can do, now this should go without saying, but I'm going to say it any daggone way. Do not pressure her for the booty. Do not pressure her for the booty. Do not pressure her for sex. Do not try to put a guilt trip on her because she's not giving up sex. Don't do that. Don't. Oh, well, you're not creating a safe environment for her. I can tell you that right now. I understand that a lot of times our sex drives are going to be different. You might want it more than her. She might want it more than you. It doesn't matter. But allow her to just be. Throwing a guilt trip on her and saying, you know what, that is not creating a good nurturing environment for her. You can forget it. Men, if you feel like you have to actually pressure a woman into sleeping with you, trust and believe your game is terrible. Your game is absolutely trash. Yep, I'm here to tell you. I'm going to break it down to you. Because if a man is actually listening to his woman, he's sitting there paying attention to her cues, he's honoring her boundaries, he's communicating with her. Trust and believe when I say you ain't got to pressure a woman. Another tip that I would give someone who's trying to get their woman to feel, or trying to get a particular woman to feel more feminine in his presence, I'm going to tell you, y'all just act like you give a damn about her. Act like you care about her. Act like you care about her well-being, her safety. Did you get home safely? Did you eat? And it doesn't take much. I'm telling you, a woman who's doing everything by herself, she's doing every single thing by herself. I promise you, she would appreciate somebody that just says, hey, when was the last time you got your oil change? Let me check your air pressure. You came way out here to visit me. Let me check your air pressure. You will be surprised how feminine a woman could really be if she knows that somebody's looking out for her. Somebody genuinely has her back. And it starts with the little small thing. I'm going to put some gas in your car. Let me drive you to the gas station. I'm going to pump gas in your car so you can go back home. So if you're asking me, how can I make my woman feel more feminine? Y'all show up as more masculine. But if every woman that you're meeting is more masculine than you, I encourage you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you showing up as a masculine man? Are you? Because every man, just because you have a penis doesn't automatically make you a masculine man. It doesn't mean that you're living in your masculine energy primarily. And that's okay, because there's a lot of women out here who love flourishing in their masculine energy and will love a man who isn't as masculine because she wants to dominate and she wants to take over and she wants to be in control. Those situations absolutely do exist. It's about 10% of relationships where that takes place, and they are successful relationships because relationships are all about balance. As long as you have a balanced relationship, your relationship can be very successful. If you have desires on becoming a masculine man, I would encourage you to really dig deep into finding what it means to be a masculine man. Now, you're not going to get that information on this channel because I'm not a man, and I'm not going to sit here and try to teach a man how to be more masculine. I have raised 3 sons. Yep, I have 2 grandsons and I have 2 nephews. We have all boys in our family, and if you can listen very closely, you might hear my boy dog even snoring because he's sitting right here. As always, y'all, I want to thank you for watching. Till next time, y'all, take care.